no idea what happened to the last live stream, but we're back. As I was saying, there was a great sale on Etsy. So I purchased some art for my apartment that I've been wanting to get for a really long time. And I've been in my apartment 3.5 years. I don't know if you guys ever feel like this, but for me, I just have been feeling like, I don't know, I'm not liking anything anymore. And so little by little, I'm going to spruce it up. It might take a while, but my bedroom, like I need a headboard, I need some wall art. I killed my fiddle leaf, so I have to get a fiddle leaf again, or I think I'm gonna get a rubber plant, a rubber tree. I think that's what I'll get this time. They seem to be a bit more hardy than the other ones. So we shall see. It's endless. The makeup bag is endless. I only use like 3 things. I wish somebody would invent a bag that just like opens flat, so I don't have to constantly dump everything out and then put it back in. It's annoying, 100%. But so annoyed about my pimple trio. Annoying, that's okay. It is motivation to get back on my healthy eating. I mean, it was the holidays. I will say that I didn't go off the rails at all during Halloween. Clearly, I don't have children. So I didn't have any unnecessary candy in my house over the Halloween holiday. But Christmas, it was kind of inevitable. So here's my secret. People give you tons and tons of junk food and candy and cookies and everything like that. Just graciously accept it, take a few pieces out, and then throw the rest away. Or you can freeze it and save it for a later date. You don't have to feel pressured to eat all the candy at once, right? So don't even worry about it. And I cleaned all of my pots with rubbing alcohol because it is the season for sneezing. Another thing like that just I don't think a lot of people understand is I'm not afraid of getting sick, but I don't think a lot of people have a ton of savings right now at this moment. So if we get sick, okay, we're back. So I'm not afraid of getting sick, but if you don't have a ton of money in savings or a partner to back you up when things are a little bit tight, then yeah, don't be sick around me. It's not that hard. Just stay home, right? Keep it light with the makeup. RMS is never going to give you full coverage, so don't look to RMS to give you a full coverage. It really is just to soften. Like, notice how my skin doesn't look really very different at all. It just looks a little smoother, a little more even. So that's what you're going to get when it comes to RMS. Well, let's talk about some current events. We have the Idaho 4 house being demolished today, or rather it was demolished early this morning. And I don't know about you guys, but the whole entire story of that case leaves a lot of questions. And I feel so badly for those parents because they're never going to get answers. I have a feeling Kohberger is going to walk. Why they would demolish that house prior to the trial, there isn't even a date set. I don't know. But to me, it just gives suspicious motives so hard. I remember thinking in the very beginning, this to me feels like an inside job. It feels like maybe somebody who had a law enforcement background, which we know that Kohberger did, but I always felt like it was either military or police officer. Yeah, those were just the vibes that I got in the very beginning. It seemed like precision. It seemed like somebody athletic. It seemed like, you know, somebody who knew what they were doing. And to me, Kohberger doesn't really look like a guy who's that together. He doesn't look athletic at all. And we still don't know what the weapon was, but we can guess from the sheath. But to me, he just doesn't give athletic vibes enough to do what he was accused of doing. Who knows? We'll see. Actually, we probably won't see. What do you guys think of this case? Do you think it was somebody in law enforcement who had a little hand in this? What do you think? Those are just my vibes going from what we've seen so far. There's something so relaxing about putting my eyebrows on. I enjoy it. One thing I learned is stay away from trends, especially when it comes to permanent makeup or face tattoo stuff. I just wouldn't recommend it. It's your face. And I just remember there were a lot of women when I was younger who would do like, I guess it was like the early 90s, but it was a big thing to do eyeliner tattoos. And I just remember thinking like, I don't trust a single person in this world enough to put a needle on my waterline. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Absolutely not. Which is also why I haven't gotten Botox or anything like that, because there is not a woman or a man on this earth that I trust enough to inject botulism into my face, okay? So, no. Seriously, that's like, I'm so rebellious, and I love that my rebelliousness comes out in that way. Like, I'm so protective of myself, and I'm so, like, how dare you make me hate myself for aging so much that I inject Botox into my face? I would not. I think maybe when I'm 60, I would do a lower facelift, but that's a long ways away. And I'm good for now, you know? I'm good. I don't really care. But I think it's so rude that the patriarchy tries to make me hate myself so much that I inject weird mystery goo into my face. Like, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not, patriarchy. And I'm just tapping in my rice powder. Tap, tap, tap. What is this? An eyelash? Oh my gosh. Okay. Do I want to have coffee? No. So we're outraged that the Idaho 4 house is being taken down. So rude. Those families will never see justice. I don't think they will. Do you guys think they will? What was going on in that house? What was going on? What about the roommates? Why are they being so protected? Whatever. I don't know. It's just speculation upon speculation upon speculation at this point. We're never going to figure it out. Tarte in Bloom. This is my favorite palette ever. I buy a new one every few years because you're not really supposed to keep it longer than 3. So I always start with Flower Child. I like Charmer too. Charmer's pretty. And I think the key to putting on good makeup is to do it in natural lighting. Now I know what I'm gonna look like when I go outside, you know? So, boop, 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 on to lighter issues, but like, are they even really lighter? Watching Southern Charm, and I just couldn't believe the conversation Craig and Paige were having with each other, and how Craig basically was like, I'm good if we don't stay together. I'm good if we don't get married. Paige's face, like poker face on the outside, dying on the inside. I could just tell. I was like, oh my God. Because I think she's always had the upper hand, especially when it comes to Craig and not wanting to move to Charleston, and I don't know. I think Craig and Paige are an amazing couple because they have really, really good chemistry. But also, I wonder if Craig wants a Southern woman deep down. I wonder. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think Craig wants a Southern woman? Right? I'm like so in the in-between of this energy of the time of year right now. Is anybody else feeling this way? I'm like tired, but my studio's still open, so I'm still working until Saturday. But I feel very sleepy. Very sleepy, baby. Old school curling my eyelashes. But yeah, I don't know. I was very, very surprised at the conversation that Craig and Paige had. And I was super surprised about Craig taking that stance. Because it finally, I don't know. I just don't see Paige living down south forever. I see Paige living in a suburb in New Jersey, but I don't really see her in Charleston. Do you guys? No. Right? We'll see. And I think when it comes to Brad, Chad, Brett, whatever Madison's husband's name is, like, what is it with these men giving Muppet vibes? Because Carter Ram, or whatever his name is, Paris's husband, he also gives me Muppet vibes. Yeah, Paris, yeah, jazz hands, Paris. And Brad, Madison's husband, also gives me those same Muppet vibes. Their faces are just, like, weird. I don't know. I'm just skeptical that they're even human. Kidding. Of course they're human. But Madison's husband, I don't know. I don't know. I want her to be married forever, but I wonder. He just gives wet blanket. He gives beige. You know, he just gives beige vibes. Clearly their house is beige, but yeah, he just gives beige vibes to me. I don't know. So she said that she was going to try to get pregnant, and that was like in the fall. We are now deep into the winter, and she looks amazing. I love her haircut. I'm like telling you, I know it's going to take 2 years to grow this back if I cut it, but I kind of just want to like cut it. I wish I could just like faux bob my hair because I do really like it long. I do. I definitely like it. I don't know. I don't know it's just like not giving right now. It's not giving. So I'm going to have to figure something out to make it give. Just like everything feels boring right now. I don't know why. Hollywood House Lift. Boring. Boring. I don't care. And they have a good cast. Like, they have Christina Ricci. I don't like Anthony Anderson because he is a predator, and there have been plenty of stories out there about him and his behavior, why he got divorced, and I believe them. Just from what I see on Flipping Out and what I've heard on Jeff Lewis Live, I don't like Anthony Anderson. I don't. There's just something about him that I don't like. And yeah, I don't know why they have him back. But here's the point of my story with the Jeff Lewis Hollywood House Lift. We want Flipping Out. We don't necessarily care, at least I don't, about the before and after. Yes, they're beautiful, they're stunning, amazing. I want to see the breakfast before Jeff Lewis Live. I want to see him and Shane at his house after a long day and them bullshitting. I want to see the drama with Toby and the dog trainer and that is what I want to see. So essentially what I want to see is Flipping Out. I don't really care about Hollywood House Lift. We don't care. At least I don't. I'll speak for myself. I don't care about the interior decorating. I care about listening to Jeff and Shane and the Chumps and all of that. I love that. I find it to be so, so entertaining. Yeah, I put on Hollywood House Lift today, and I just found myself like getting up and walking away from the TV. I would not ever have walked away from the TV during Flipping Out days. Just saying. I would have been glued to Flipping Out. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you into this season of Hollywood House Lift? Are you not into it? I'm like so annoyed. My shirt is so wrinkled. I don't know why I didn't hang it up. Anyway, yeah, I don't like it. I do love Jeff though, and I want to see him in his everyday life, behind the scenes. I want to see the drama with Chef Stu. You know, it's him that we're interested in. So we'll see. We'll see if Hollywood House Lift gets picked up for another season. I wish they would just pick up a show with him and have it be like another Flipping Out. I don't understand why they can't do that. Why can it not be done? Okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you find it to be so boring, Hollywood House Lift? I do. I am putting on my SPF powder. I don't know. I just like, I don't care about anything right now. It's true. You know what it probably is? I didn't work out today. And I work out, I would say 6 days a week, minimum. I work out every day almost. But yeah, I didn't work out today, and that's probably why I feel a little blasé. You know who's probably feeling a little blasé? MJ and Tommy. Till the dirt. Is anybody else a fan of Tommy and MJ and Vita and Little Shams? I love them so much. However, I do think that they're on the rocks. They have just been a little bit at each other's throats lately. And this last podcast, it like cut off in a weird place. I was like, you guys weren't even done talking, and it like ended. Every time she says what she's thankful for, she never says Tommy directly. This last time, she kind of hinted that she was thankful for him, but she says she's thankful for everything else, like, but him. She even said that after they had Shams. She's like, if Tommy didn't convince me to stay together, I would have taken Shams and went to live with my mom. So, I don't know. I hope they don't break up. I like their podcast. I would love to see them get a show of their own. See, that's the thing about Bravo. Bravo like really drops the ball sometimes with Shaw's, with there was that other show that I really liked and they discontinued that. So I like, I don't know. But then they leave on, like, for me personally, I do not give two shits about Potomac right now. Once they kicked Monique off or Monique left, I loved Monique. I'm not into it anymore. And also Salt Lake, like, it's goofy. Yeah. It's giving early Ramona and Sonia days, but it just doesn't like grip me. I don't really care about Salt Lake City. Utah means fucking nothing to me. So I don't know why they canceled Shaw's. They should bring it back. Get on it, Andy. Even though you have nothing to do with it. John Jansen and Alexis Bellino. He gave her a promise ring. She's calling him Johnny J. And if that doesn't give you massive, like, douche bumps, I don't know what will. The cringe factor is so insane. And a lot of these people, like a lot of these adults who are acting like this, I'm like, I acted like that when I was like 24 and I met my ex-husband. But I'm now in my late 30s and I don't really think you could ever catch me calling somebody Johnny J or having that same kind of corny, like, it popped up on my Facebook the other day, like posts from like 2010 from my ex-husband, and the things that he would post on there, like cringe, like, I love you so much, and like my wifey, like, just the things he would put up there are so cringe. And when I saw Alexis Bellino call John Jansen Johnny J, I like was instantly transported back to 2010 and wanted to cringe. So, yeah, like, a lot of these people have arrested development. Like, develop when you're fucking supposed to, when you're in your 20s, okay? Do not be getting on motorcycles when you're in your 50s thinking you're cool. No, do it in your 20s like normal people. I know, it's just so weird. I think, like, my generation, parents who were born in like 50s and 60s, they immediately went into like getting married and having kids, and then they all got divorced like 30 years later and then suddenly started acting like teenagers. So like my 63-year-old mother acted like a teenager in her late 50s instead of like in her late teens and early 20s like she was supposed to. And that is what I see when Alexis Bellino calls John Jansen Johnny J. Cringe, cringe, cringe. I like can't even take it. So let's end on scandal, okay? My own personal scandal. So my sister's brother-in-law, so her sister-in-law's husband, years ago on Instagram would always like comment on my pictures and send me direct messages, or like he would respond to a story. Why? You're my sister's brother-in-law. Like, you're married to her sister-in-law. Leave me alone. Now, I've been getting likes on my business Facebook page from a JC something. And I just like didn't think anything of it because I don't really check that page. And I was like, it's probably some woman, whatever. Well, I get a message, hiya, on my Facebook Messenger. And I'm like, who is this person? So I click, and then I click and I go to the profile, and it's my sister's best friend's husband. Why are you liking my stuff, and why are you hi-ying me? Go hi-yi yourself into a fucking wall. Go fucking do something else. Do not contact me. Now, this happens to me all the time. Men are so inappropriate and gross. It's like, how much higher does my neckline have to be for you to fucking leave me alone? Like, do I have to be in a fucking habit? But men are so inappropriate and so messy towards me. Like, I don't even know, like, part of me is hoping that this profile is stolen or something, or like a made up one, because I was like, is he following her mother? He's not following her mother. And I don't think he's following her. So I'm like, is this even her? Like, why? Why does it have to be so messy? It is so fucking annoying. And, there's like, I could have started trouble with my sister and her brother-in-law, and, said to his wife, why is your husband messaging me? This is inappropriate. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take the high road. I'm just going to ignore it. I should have fucking said something. I said something to my sister all those years ago. She never said anything to her husband, and she never said anything to her sister-in-law. So I'm like, I don't want to be involved. Stop messaging me. Unless you have a job opportunity for me, or you want to give me money or anything else, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Does anybody else have this shit happen to them? Well, we have Mercury retrograde going on. We have Pluto and Capricorn. We have all of this shit going on, but it's fucking annoying. And I'm like, I have so many other things in my day-to-day life that I have to worry about. You are not one of them, sir. So it's nuts. I think that the Hollywood house lift is boring. I think that Alexis Bellino is being delusional. And thank you all for joining me with my get ready with me moment. Tell me in the comments down below, what do you think? Should I cut my hair? Should I grow it? Should I dye it dark brown? Should I go blonder? Like, these are the questions that I have, and I have no answers to them. Okay. I love you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's start a conversation. I love this platform. I love being able to chat with you. I can't wait to take you on my journey of my new bedroom that I'm going to redo. And I'll show you guys the art as soon as it comes. I'm so excited. Yeah. All right. So I will see you guys tomorrow.